Imagine a room so cluttered that it mirrors the state of a chaotic mind. This analogy emphasizes the importance of maintaining control over what we own. Instead of hoarding items indefinitely, take a moment to evaluate their true necessity. Think about the forgotten objects buried deep within your wardrobe or drawers. How would they feel if they had emotions? Would they be happy to be neglected? It's natural to feel that decluttering will consume a lot of time. But don't let that discourage you. Emotional attachment to the past or fear of future needs often dictates not just how we manage our belongings, but also how we make decisions in relationships, careers, and other areas of life. If you honestly face these emotions while sorting your possessions, you'll discover what truly matters to you. Letting go of unnecessary things creates space for meaningful ones to return when needed. Have you ever felt like your mind was as messy as an untidy room? The life-changing magic of tidying up by Marie Kondo offers a solution to both. It's not just about cleaning your space, but about organizing your thoughts and finding peace. Imagine a world where every possession sparks joy, and your home becomes a serene haven. This is the promise of Kondo's method. When you open her book, you're not just learning cleaning tips. You're stepping onto a path toward a simpler, happier, and more organized life. Now is the time to embrace this journey. Declutter not just your room, but your mind and life as well. Unlike other skills like cooking or yoga, cleaning is rarely taught formally. Most of us grow up learning to clean through trial and error, often reprimanded for messy rooms without being shown the right way. Think back to your childhood. While our parents insisted on tidiness, they too were never trained in the art of organization. Maintaining a clean living space is as essential as meeting basic needs like food and shelter. However, just because someone has been cleaning for years doesn't mean they've mastered it. Many people, even after decades of maintaining a household, follow outdated methods that lead to an overwhelming accumulation of unnecessary items. These habits create cluttered homes and minds alike. Kondo's method isn't just about discarding, it's about transforming. By decluttering, you unlock the potential for a life that is lighter, more joyful, and perfectly in sync with what truly matters. Now is the moment to reclaim not just your space, but your inner peace. In this video, we'll explore the key lessons from the book, but before diving in, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Our channel stands out among thousands because we prioritize the quality of our content. While our videos may be slightly longer, they ensure you get the best insights. So, stay tuned till the end. Let's start with an important concept. Why aim for perfection in tidying? You might have often heard advice like, don't aim for perfection, just start small. Suggestions like discarding one item a day might sound manageable, but do they truly work? The author initially tried this method. One morning, she tossed out an old t-shirt she never wore. The next evening, she found an unused notebook in her drawer and set it aside to donate. This went on for a few days, but the habit fizzled out. Like many, she wasn't someone who naturally sticks to routines. Eventually, the number of items entering her home matched the number being discarded. Progress stalled, and soon, she forgot about decluttering altogether. Half-hearted efforts rarely lead to a well-organized home. If you, like the author, find it challenging to maintain consistency, consider setting perfection as your goal, just once. Many dismiss perfection as unrealistic, but achieving it in tidying is simpler than it seems. Tidying involves two straightforward steps. 1. Decide what to keep or discard. 2. Determine where to store what you keep. By systematically addressing each item, you can achieve an organized and clutter-free space in one focused effort. Countable objects make this process manageable. Disorder isn't just physical, it reflects and influences your mental state. A messy room can divert your attention from what truly matters, creating unnecessary stress. Conversely, a clean, organized space allows clarity and focus. It gives you the mental bandwidth to tackle tasks you've been procrastinating on. When you commit to decluttering wholeheartedly, you prepare yourself for a mental reset. The act of tidying becomes more than physical. It's a transformative process that aligns your external environment with your inner peace. As you begin to organize, you'll find yourself ready to embrace new opportunities and take control of your life like never before. Organizing your home isn't the ultimate goal. It's just the first step toward creating the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Once your space is tidy, you'll have more time and energy to focus on what truly matters to you. Cleaning doesn't start with storage. It begins with letting go of what's unnecessary. There are two key principles to tidying. First, store items you truly need in their rightful place. Second, quickly discard what no longer serves a purpose. Most people naturally gravitate toward storage solutions because they're convenient. The author, too, initially bought storage drawers, magazine racks, and dividers. But no matter how many storage units you have, the real problem persists. Most of what's stored isn't essential. Over time, these spaces fill up and the clutter returns. That's why the journey to an organized home begins with decluttering. Practice restraint by avoiding the temptation to hold on to items until you've decided whether they're truly necessary. Before discarding anything, reflect on why you're letting it go. Writing down your reasons can bring clarity and focus. Start by visualizing your ideal living space. Imagine the kind of lifestyle you aspire to lead. It's not enough to think, I want to live clutter-free. Be specific. Picture yourself enjoying activities like aromatherapy before bed, listening to classical music while practicing yoga, or having a treadmill for your fitness goals. If you find it hard to envision, take inspiration from home design magazines or visit sample homes to discover what resonates with you. Once you have a clear vision, ask yourself why this lifestyle matters to you. For example, why do you want to practice aromatherapy? Perhaps it's to feel relaxed before sleeping. Why do you want to lose weight? Maybe it's to feel more energetic during the day. Dig deeper. Understanding your reasons helps reinforce your commitment to this transformation. When you begin decluttering, remember that it's not just about removing physical objects. It's about creating space for a lifestyle that aligns with your goals and aspirations. Letting go of unnecessary items allows you to welcome a future that's more intentional and fulfilling. When you decide to declutter, you need to uncover the deeper reasons behind your choices. For every item you consider discarding, ask yourself why you want to let it go. Then ask again. Repeat this process 3 to 5 times until you uncover the true motivation behind your decision. This reflection helps you connect with your ideal lifestyle, making the process more meaningful. To start effectively, focus on one category at a time instead of cleaning room by room. Many people scatter similar items across different spaces, so clearing one area doesn't give the full picture. For instance, if you begin with your bedroom closet, you might later find coats in the living room or clothes on the dining chair. Revisiting the same process for scattered items wastes time and energy, which can lead to frustration and decreased motivation. Instead, gather all items of a single category in one place. Let's take clothes as an example. Search every room and bring every piece of clothing together in one spot, on your bed or floor. Then, handle each item individually, asking yourself whether it truly sparks joy or is worth keeping. If your collection is extensive, break it down into subcategories like tops, bottoms, and socks, addressing one group at a time. This approach helps you see the full extent of what you own and makes it easier to decide what stays and what goes. It also prevents hidden items from being overlooked, giving you a comprehensive view of your belongings. Working category by category not only accelerates the process, but ensures no item is neglected. Decluttering is more than just a physical act. It's an opportunity to tap into your environment's power. The author shares an experience of standing under a waterfall, where the sound of cascading water blocks out all distractions. As the water flows over you, it washes away unease, leaving a sense of calm. Similarly, cleaning your space can create mental clarity and inner peace. While tidying isn't exactly like meditating by a waterfall, it carries a similar effect, bringing harmony to your surroundings and your mind. By organizing thoughtfully and embracing this method, you'll not only create a tidy space but also transform your life into one of clarity and intentionality. When organizing, it's important to engage in a thoughtful conversation with yourself about each item, asking if it brings you joy or serves a purpose. To do this effectively, Create a peaceful environment where distractions are minimal. Ideally, you should avoid listening to music, as the noise can interrupt your internal dialogue. Even watching TV while cleaning can interfere with the connection between you and your belongings. If you need background sound for relaxation, choose something calm and soothing rather than energetic music. To speed up the process, focus on the environment around you instead of relying on external distractions like music. The best time to begin this process is in the morning, as the fresh air helps clear your mind, making it easier to stay focused. You'll be able to clean at a faster pace, maintaining your energy and clarity. What happens when you struggle to part with an item? Our criterion for keeping something is whether it brings us joy when we touch it. However, it's natural to feel resistance to throwing things away, even when we know they no longer serve us. This resistance can stem from two factors: comfort and the attachment to facts. Comfort makes us feel like we should keep things, while our factual mindset gives us reasons not to part with them, such as "I might need this later" or "I'll regret getting rid of it." These thoughts often loop in our minds, making it difficult to let go. If you come across something you're hesitant to discard, take a moment to reflect on when and why you got it. Reassess its significance in your life. For example, if you have clothes you never wear, ask yourself why you bought them. If you bought a suit simply because it looked good in the store, then it has served its purpose of providing you with joy at that moment. If, after trying it on at home, you realized it doesn't suit you, it has taught you something valuable about your preferences. Thank the item for the lesson and let it go. Every item has its role in your life, and not everything you own needs to serve a practical purpose. The same applies to people. Not everyone you meet will become a lifelong friend or partner. Some people will have a brief presence in your life, but they will still contribute in their own way. Recognize the lessons and memories they bring, even if they don't remain in your life forever. This approach allows you to release the unnecessary without guilt, keeping only what truly serves you. In life, meeting people who teach you valuable lessons is essential. These people help you recognize who truly cares about you and supports you. Similarly, when you encounter items that seem difficult to part with, it's important to reflect on their true purpose in your life. You might not realize how many things you own have already fulfilled their purpose. By acknowledging their contribution and thanking them, you make space for things that truly matter now. Letting go of things you no longer need is neither shameful nor wasteful. It's a natural part of maintaining balance in your life. Imagine the items deep inside a drawer or closet that you've forgotten about. If those items had feelings, would they be happy being trapped there? Freeing them from their hidden space allows both you and the items to feel refreshed. This simple act of release brings clarity to your environment. Trust your intuition during this process. Soon enough, you'll naturally know which items are truly important to keep. There's no need to worry about removing too much. At some point, you'll have an instinctive understanding of what's necessary. The key is to feel your way through this process. Many people rely on vague rules, such as throw away everything you haven't used in 2 years, or you only need 7 jackets and 10 blouses. But these numbers don't work for everyone. These systems might clear some space for a short time, but they often lead to clutter returning. The problem lies in using other standards, rather than creating your own. Only you can understand what environment brings you peace and joy. To avoid falling into the trap of clutter again, you must develop your own cleaning method based on what truly brings you happiness. This process is deeply personal. It's crucial to connect with your own feelings about each item. The fact is, when you reduce the number of things you can manage, you revive your relationship with your possessions. Letting go of things doesn't mean abandoning your memories or identity. It simply means choosing to keep those things that inspire positive feelings, which helps you better understand what you truly need and desire. When you honestly evaluate your belongings, you'll discover deep, meaningful emotions connected to them. Working with this inner wisdom, you'll be amazed at how things in your life start to align. From there, you can begin assigning a specific place for each item, ensuring that every part of your environment serves a purpose. The author shares her daily routine to show how organizing and caring for your things can make life smoother. After coming home from work, She starts by opening her door and picking up the shoes she left at the entrance the day before. She thanks them for their service and stores them in the closet. She then removes the shoes she is wearing and places them neatly by the door, moves to the kitchen to boil water, and heads to her bedroom. There, she carefully places her handbag on the rack, changes out of her work clothes, and hangs them up, expressing gratitude for the clothes that served her well. She picks out the clothes she wants to wear, then returns to her handbag, carefully empties it, and puts each item in its designated spot. First, she sorts through receipts and thanks them before storing her wallet under the bed in a box. Her watch is placed in a pink antique case, and her necklace and earrings are neatly placed on a tray. Before closing the drawer, she expresses gratitude for all the day's contributions. She heads back to the entrance, puts her receipts into a pouch, and organizes her camera and other electronics. Unneeded papers are recycled. After enjoying a cup of tea, she takes a short break in her bedroom. All of this takes no more than 5 minutes, yet it showcases how having a designated place for everything simplifies daily life. You might think this takes too much time, but it's all about making the decision to organize things once, and after that it becomes second nature. When everything has a set place, it prevents unnecessary clutter from piling up. By deciding where everything belongs, you avoid accumulating more than you need, keeping only what's truly necessary. The key is to let go of things that no longer bring you joy. Once you try this method, you'll realize it's not that hard to recognize what truly makes you happy. Sometimes we hold on to things for various reasons, like thinking we might need them later, but this attachment can create unnecessary clutter. By choosing to only keep the items that genuinely bring joy, you'll find that your space feels lighter and your life more organized. When you're going through your belongings and encounter something that doesn't bring you joy, but you're struggling to part with it, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, is the difficulty in letting go due to emotional attachment, fear of the future, or clinging to the past? By asking this, you'll begin to recognize a pattern that falls into one of 3 categories: attachment to the past, fear of the future, or a combination of both. This awareness is key because it reflects the values that guide your life. The crucial question to consider is, what do you want to achieve, or how do you want to live your life? Both attachments to the past and fear of the future influence how you make choices in every aspect of life, from the possessions you keep to the relationships you form, and even your career decisions. For example, a woman who is anxious about the future might choose a partner not because she genuinely likes him, but because she fears she might not find someone else. Similarly, when it comes to career choices, someone might select a prestigious company not because they're passionate about the job, but because it seems like a safer option with more opportunities down the road. On the other hand, someone with strong attachment to the past might struggle to move forward. For example, a person might find it hard to let go of an old relationship, even though it ended years ago, and this attachment makes it difficult to embrace new possibilities. When either fear of the future or attachment to the past holds you back, you may not be clear about what you truly want in the present. Instead of recognizing what will satisfy you, you might accumulate unnecessary things or stay stuck in patterns that aren't beneficial. This leads to physical and mental clutter. The solution is to be honest with yourself about what you truly need. Face each item you own and examine how it makes you feel. Ask yourself if it truly serves you now. Letting go doesn't mean throwing things away carelessly. It means dealing with each item thoughtfully, understanding the feelings it brings, and making conscious decisions about what to keep. You can approach your belongings with 3 key perspectives, which will help you make more intentional choices about what you hold on to. Facing your past attachments and future fears is a choice you can make at any time, but in my personal opinion, confronting them sooner is far more beneficial. When you honestly reflect on your possessions and accept the attachments to the past or fears about the future, you'll discover what truly matters to you. Trusting your decisions and engaging with them with full excitement can help you achieve a lot. Think about why you have the things you do. They're here to support you, not just occupy space. Everything in your life is connected through destiny, including the items you possess. Take, for example, a shirt. Even if it was mass-produced in a factory, that special shirt you bought on an important day holds unique value to you. It's a part of the path that brought you here, just like the people who have entered your life. There's a reason each item is in your possession. Things that no longer bring you joy may be ready to leave your life and fulfill their purpose elsewhere. If you let them go, they will either physically leave or transform into energy, making room for new things to enter your life. Letting go doesn't mean something is lost. It's a process of sending it off with gratitude. Thank you for your journey. I hope you find what you're looking for. Things become more fulfilling when we allow them to leave with appreciation rather than clinging to them. In essence, decluttering your life is not about removing things randomly, but rather thoughtfully parting ways with items that no longer serve you. This process brings about an energy shift that will make space for what you truly need. Let me quickly recap the key lessons from this book. 1. Treat cleaning and organizing with the same importance as other tasks in your life. 2. Set a goal to organize one category at a time thoroughly. 3. Before starting, visualize the life you'll enjoy once everything is in order. 4. Use the power of your environment instead of listening to music during the process. 5. When you come across something you find hard to part with, take a moment to consider its real purpose in your life. If necessary, break categories down further into subcategories. This book isn't like most traditional self-help books, but understanding and applying its lessons can have a profound impact. Our possessions' energy directly affects our mindset, influencing how we feel, which in turn can lead to stress or even provide a sense of relief. Share this with anyone you know who struggles with organization or keeps things in the wrong places. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment and let us know. I'll see you again soon with more insightful content. Thank you so much.